For this question, we prepared a little screen recording for you, and Fabian will show you how to fill out the load and trim sheet given in the question. On to you, Fabian.
Alright, so looking at this load and trim sheet, we can see that on the left side there are already the majority of masses given and a few calculations already done. In the top left corner of section 1, you will find the dry operating mass and the takeoff fuel, which are important since you will need to add them in section 3 in the bottom left corner on the left side. So to the already calculated total traffic load of 13,500 kilos, you add the dry operating mass of 35,100 kilos, which will give you a zero fuel mass of 48,600 kilos. Next, you add the takeoff fuel of 11,200 kilos on top of that, which equals a takeoff mass of 59,800 kilograms. Moving over to the right side of the load and trim sheet for the determination of the CG position, you will find that the dry operating index is already given at 51. This will be our starting point, so from 51, draw a vertical line down to the next row. The next row depicts the influence of the forward cargo compartment on the CG position. On the left side, we can see that there are 1,120 kilos in that compartment, and right next to it is the scale, which basically means that each tick in the first row marks 100 kilos. When doing this with a pencil and a ruler on paper, I recommend doing it like I am doing here. Just measure the length of 11.2 ticks in this case and draw a horizontal line of this length onto the vertical line you've already drawn. Also be aware of the direction the CG is influenced, which is given by the black arrow at the side of the scale. From the end of that horizontal line, draw another vertical line down to the next row, which is now the aft cargo compartment. Same here, we have 1,600 kilos in that compartment and one tick equals 100 kilos. But the scale has changed, so take a new measurement of 16 ticks in this row and add a line of this length to the vertical line. Next up, there are the passenger compartment sections, starting with 0A, which holds 15 passengers. Repeat that process for the passenger compartments as well and pay attention to the changes in scale and the direction of movement, and don't be afraid to leave the scale at some point. This is completely correct. Also note that compartment 0D has no effect on the CG, so just draw the vertical line from 0C directly down to 0E. When you are done with 0G, you will have reached the fuel index row, for which it is stated in the question that a fuel index of -5.7 shall be applied. Apply that index in the same way and draw a vertical line down towards the diagram. Now take the takeoff mass of 59,800 kilos and draw a horizontal line from that value across the diagram. Where the two lines intersect lies your CG at takeoff mass, which is closest to 18%, which is the correct answer. As always, I hope this was understandable and made it a bit easier for you. 3, 2, 1, yeah buddy!